Yo, good time crew, y'all ready for some bars?
Are you ready for the bars?
You ready to build this house with the I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop now.
But really though, this is what we came to do. You already know we're watching Adam Calhoun, so this is like standard here.
And we're talking about the dollar, the almighty dollar. We're checking it out.
I wonder, is this gonna be like clean money?
Clean money? Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe this is the extension to that.
Money.
About that dollar. All right. So don't forget to leave a subscribe for us, leave a like for us for checking out this Adam Calhoun with you. Okay.
Tell us how you felt about it.
Well, how did it make you feel?
How did it make you feel?
With Adam Calhoun building the bars, because we know bars is coming.
20 years ago man, I've been at this for 20 years.
20 years ago, first show, I was 20 years old. Time flies, I don't know where it goes. Pulled up bumping Jay through the speakers of a hoopty. Now it's barricades and black SUVs. Time flies when you're miserable. First album was a CD. Now everything is digital. Can't believe I lived through everything I've been through. House filled with black dudes. I slept in the living room. Late night studio, rapping in the basement. Missed out on my son as a kid, didn't raise him. Caught a few cases, got locked up in state pen. I remember Taman was 8 then. I was poor, sleeping on the floor. It's depressing, I knew I wanted more. I guess it was a blessing. Now I'm writing album number 4 in the West Wing. Did a bunch of tours, I can afford the best things. I went from broke as a joke to rich as it gets. I went from deadbeat dad to raising my kid. I went from hell in a cell to be able to live. I went from poor to wealth and I hate this. Dollar in a dream, it ain't.
I like it.
Wow.
I like it. There is such a great story, I mean, of his life and the things that he went through. I mean, this is a perfect example of how to word a autobiography.
Yeah.
I was like, biography, autobiography. Yeah.
That's
perfect way to word it and put it in rhyme. Side note, didn't realize that he was 40.
Me either. I was like, dang, he's 40?
Completely missed that. I think that makes more sense now on why his style is so much more mature and so laid back and cool, because he grew up with real rap, with rappers that really rap in a storytelling format in a nice, crisp way where you can understand them.
That's true, because when we were listening to one of his other songs, it was Clean Money, actually. We were like, yeah, see, he's already been an adult and been working, but I could have sworn he was like no more than 33. Yeah. Maybe. But you know what, though? Just like Clean Money, he's talking about hard work.
Hard work, once again.
It's that same thing. Like, you got to put in the work.
It's that mentality. I mean, changing your life around, growing up, being a better father.
Yeah.
You know, working, understanding where you came from, where you are now. Gets the better things now.
Yeah, definitely.
Broke as a joke, the rich as it gets.
Oh yeah, I like that. He was like writing in my West Wing or something like that.
Writing in the West Wing. Excuse me, West Wing. Yeah, but I mean, if you earned it, you earned it though.
Hey,
so that's different.
Nobody can take that from you.
You step on the floor with a whole bunch of people in your house. The West Wing you deserve.
I went from poor to wealth and I hate this. Dollar in a dream, it ain't always what it seems. So be careful what you wish for. A dollar in a dream, it ain't always what it seems. Careful what you wish for. Lifelong friends that'll stab you in the back. They're the first ones that'll ask for some cash. I can't even talk to my dad without his hand out. I was least likely to succeed, I'm the man now. 10 cars in the pole barn, I don't even drive. 4-wheelers, dirt bikes, I don't even ride. I just sit in this chair, blank stare, look outside. That's a hell of a price to pay for this life. Matter of fact, you know I've been to hell and back twice. Angel stuck by my side that I should've made my wife. But I spend my time online looking at pictures of Instagram models. That's my addiction. Fly 'em out, give 'em money, this ain't free. Stay up all night, lose sleep. Get what I need, it's a disease. You ain't paying them to stay, you paying them to leave. Dollar in a dream.
Yeah. I feel that. And the thing is, we were actually just talking about this yesterday. Sometimes you become so busy and so involved in your life and all the things that you've built for yourself that you don't even have time to enjoy the other things. I was just talking about adding things to my car last night. I'm like, I don't even drive it.
Yeah.
It just, I mean, it looks cool, but it's just, I don't even drive it anymore.
Yeah.
And I have to like designate time.
Yeah.
Like, let's go take the car today.
Yeah.
So we can go out. It's sunny, it's nice outside, let's do that. So I can definitely see where he's coming from, even on a larger scale. He's got all these cars and all the dirt bikes and stuff that he doesn't ride.
Because the thing is, like, the hustle that got you to the point where you are now, you're never going to lose that. So when you finally get to a place where you have the things that you've always wanted, your hustle mentality hasn't changed because you don't ever want to lose that now and go back to being broke. So now you're just continuously working still because you want to make sure you can always keep what you've worked so hard for. But then you don't get any time in between.
There's no time.
So we got to find balance. I think that's what he's getting at here.
Learning something new every day.
To stay, you paying them to leave. Dollar in a dream, it ain't always what it seems. Be careful what you wish for. Dollar in a dream, it ain't always what it seems. Be careful what you wish for. All I see is unfamiliar faces. Did my song racism, thought I wouldn't say it. On tour, California call me racist. Boycotted shows, try to keep me off stages. I just keep my middle finger in the air. I'm the reason that I'm here. Are we clear? You're in the rear view, I can't even hear you. Double what I did in year 1 and year 2, so here's 2. Never being satisfied, always feeling sad inside. Tell me who's down to ride, feeling like a homicide. Always gonna speak my mind, at least I tell the truth. Tell me why you always lie.
I'm done, man. I'm not good with this sad rap. That's just how I feel.
It's like a dollar in a dream, it ain't always what it seems. It's like a dollar in a dream, it ain't always what it seems. Be careful what you wish for.
You know what?
There we go. High five for you getting the lyric right there. You saw what he said about never going back. That's the hustler mentality that he still has, that he will never lose because he's never going back. Now,
I love this. I love the transition of like showing him having the driver open his door to him opening his own door, carrying the CD. It's like seeing him practice in the mirror and stuff like that. Man, that is such a good... People need to see more of that because that's what it takes, you know, like where you came from. Exactly.
I mean, and you know what? This is interesting because I saw on Adam Calhoun's Instagram that he was saying the thing about the song Racism that we reviewed. Yeah. He said it here in this song. Yeah. California boycotted his shows. They wouldn't, you know, try to shut him down. Because of the right, because of what he said. What he said in the song.
But how ignorant not to
because
listen.
He was making a point. I feel like people, it's the same thing that we talk about with the vibrations. They don't vibrate high enough to understand why he even said it.
Or
they're
to
just
try.
Like, they're just like, nah, he said it's over.
Yeah, but the thing is, like we said too, people want to be victimized. All the people always want to be victimized.
And what an easy way to victimize people by saying that. That's an easy way. That's something easy for. It's kind of like if you call somebody fat. Like they're like, oh my gosh, body positivity. You know, they just jump. There's all these different things they'd say because they feel victim. They fall victim. Yeah, and they're being attacked. So when he said that song, he said that in the song Racism. Yeah, people were about, oh my gosh, he said it. Oh my, he's talking about my years of my.
Right. Relax. But you know what though? I'm actually like, for all the people who did feel like that. Good, because that weeded out a whole bunch of fans that he didn't need anyway. You know what I mean? If they got offended and they wanted to make a whole issue around that without even trying to understand the context in which he said it, then good riddance to you. Because you're not who he's talking to anyway. You know what I mean? You can't understand the level that he's on because you're too busy being ignorant and trying to be victimized instead of just expanding your mind.
Yeah, so, it's like I was telling a story. You got offended by me telling a story.
Right.
So it's just kind of like that example that I just made. I'm sure somebody's going to jump on the comments and be like, you can't say I'm not calling anybody fat. I'm just using it as an example. But I know somebody is going to take it out of context because there's too many sensitive people that want to be a victim. So they're going to say, well, you said that. I use an example.
Because being
he
a victim
used an
is easier.
example in that song.
Yep.
He used an example
That's
of
true.
what people, what the perception can be.
Right, and he told a whole story. Like, I mean, from beginning to end, all of it made so much sense. And I think people just, it's easier to be a victim than it is to be open-minded.
Right.
And to have conversations that might make you uncomfortable. Because that's what it is. People don't want to be forced out of their box. They want to sit on their box. And they want to stay there. They want to be inside of it. And they don't want anybody to ruffle their feathers. So if you do, then I'm offended. And you're wrong. And you're mean or whatever. You know?
Yeah, it's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Like, did you listen?
But it's like,
did you listen to the song? Did you listen to the meaning? Did you listen to what he said in the first verse? I think he even started with the first verse of the racism song. I think he even started that first verse in the way that he did for a reason.
Yep.
So it's like,
so that you realize it wasn't just a direct shot. Like,
yeah, he's like, I'm talking about this side, and I'm talking about
my own people too.
I was gonna say, I'm talking about my own people, and I'm talking about black people. Okay, so I'm talking about both here. So look, I'll talk about my own people first.
Yeah.
And then I'm like,
which is what you're supposed to do. Like, if you're gonna call something out, you gotta address yourself first.
Man in the mirror, turn the mirror. Man in the mirror.
But back to the dollar.
Back to the dollar. Very good song.
Very
Obviously
good.
a good story. Adam Calhoun's a deep guy, man.
Yeah, he is. And I like how he illustrates his life. Like, seeing him get the breakfast, oh my gosh, having to use water instead of milk.
I forgot all about that part. I was gonna say something about that part.
Yeah.
I definitely had to do that before. Not because, you know, we were so broke we couldn't afford milk, but because, you know, my parents weren't around and they're like, we're at work. We're sorry. Use water. Like, we don't have milk right now. We're at work.
Yeah.
Can't help you. Use something else. So water's on
Water
there.
it is. My dad used to say that.
Water. There's plenty of water.
Plenty of water in the faucet.
Boy, you gonna put some water on it.
But really though, like, and then seeing him around all those other black people that he was talking about, like,
kind of illustrating.
Mm-hmm. He's good at storytelling for sure, but you know what? He's good at using his life as an example. Yeah. Like, I don't really know how many kids look up to him necessarily, like how many people consider him a role model, but if you look at his transition, I mean, that's definitely something to applaud. Like, he really came straight up and worked his way and is doing what people thought he couldn't do.
Well, after this, I mean, he always kind of felt like that when we were watching him, kind of like the OG. But now, after watching this, that we know that he was 40 at the time of the release of this song, song might even be a couple years old. I don't even know how old this song is. I don't think it's brand new.
Yeah, I think it's probably like 1 or 2 years old. Like,
so he might be pushing 42, 43 at this point.
That's crazy.
So
he's aging very well.
I was about to say, at least he doesn't look it, but he's an OG. So us watching, he's older than us by a large amount. So it's cool watching that.
Yeah, it's like your old school uncle.
Yeah, like a cool uncle. Like,
yeah,
look,
cool.
I already went through this. Exactly. I was broke. I put water on my cereal. Yeah. I did all that, and here I am now today with you know.
And then the relationship with his dad, like how he was like his dad only reaches out when he asks for money, but then when he was younger,
respond when he wouldn't ask him to come to a show.
Yeah, but you saw the transition. It was like when he was younger, he was like, "Dad, will you come to my show?" And he was like, "No." And now that he's older, he didn't answer his dad's call, and I'm like, man, that sucks. But sometimes it's life.
It's sad, but yeah, it's like that sometimes. All right, guys, let us know your thoughts on the song. Let us know, what you think, what you got out of it, and don't forget to leave that in a comment for us.
Of course.
Of course, don't forget to subscribe, share the video with your friends, and
Adam Calhoun.
Share it with him, tag him in it.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next time, guys.